Today's episode of FilmRiot is brought to you by Full Sail University.
Today on FilmRiot, we have the 2014 Filmmaker Christmas list. Welcome to FilmRiot, the show that takes mystery out of the effects and techniques. Go to some of your favorite Hollywood films. I'm your host, Ryan Conley, and every year we bust out our Filmmaker Christmas list. This year, I've compiled a list of some of my favorite gear from low to high budget, so let's not waste time, shall we? Kicking off, I have some goodies from pre-production, like my writing software of choice, which is Fade In. I love how clean it is. You can get everything out of your way and just write. Best part is it's only $50. Of course, there's free software out there like Celtics, but personally, I prefer this one. Up next, we have storyboarding software in FrameForge Previs Studio 3.5. It's a bit pricey, but I love this software. You can build out your scenes and add in characters that fit your script, then place your camera and mess with its height, distance, and lenses. You can even create movement, animating everything to create a basic sort of animatic. So this is great for trying different things and finding your shots, but it's also great practice. If you're just starting out, this is a really great way to try out some shots and sequences. My last pre-pro pick is ShotLister, which of course is an app and one that moves into production as well. I friggin' love this thing and I use it on every production I do. It was a lifesaver when we shot Proximity. You create your shot list, then you use it to schedule and keep track of your day. You can check out an episode that I did where I go in depth on it right here. Moving into production gear, first we have cameras, starting with the cheapest. We have the GoPro Hero 4 cameras, like the black and silver edition. The black has the better features overall, but the silver has the LCD screen on the back to help you frame your shots. So you could really use this bad boy as your everything camera if you wanted to. It's also the cheaper of the two. Both are all around awesome little workhorses with everything that is just great about GoPros, plus a ton more. Next up is the Canon T5i, which is an upgrade from my suggestion of the T3i from last year. It has everything that was good about the T3i, but upgraded. What's great about this camera is that it's under $1,000, but if used right, it can be cut with footage from more expensive DSLRs like the 5D. So it's an extremely solid starter cam. Moving on to more expensive, but also much more awesome, we have the GH4, which is a sub 2K camera that produces 4K images, and very well at that. It does have a smaller sensor size, so you have to work a little bit to get some more shallow depth of field, but that is a small complaint for what you're getting with this one. Moving on to more pricey cams, we have the Sony A7S, which is a mind-blowingly awesome low-light camera. I won't really go into detail here since I did a full episode dedicated to it right here, but I will say that if I were to buy a new DSLR or mirrorless type camera, this would be it. Now to my current indie filmmaking camera of choice, we have the C100. Of course, we have the C100 Mark II coming out pretty soon, so I would go for that since it seems like all the complaints that I had about my C100 have been fixed with the Mark II, and this is a workhorse of a camera, and for me, a DSLR killer. No reason to go back to something like a 5D when this guy exists. And if you have an incredibly rich aunt or uncle who just loves you more than their own children, the C500, it is so good. 4K awesomeness and beautiful images, just so good. Whenever I have a bigger project to tackle, this is my go-to camera. But that's it for cameras. Now moving on to recorders for those cameras. First up, we have the Atomos Ninja Star, which runs for about $300. No screen on this one, but you can record ProRes for much better quality out of things like a DSLR, GoPro, or C100 type camera. Taking a step up from that, we have the Atomos Ninja Blade, which is a monitor recorder. Even when I'm recording straight into camera, I will use this as my camera monitor. If you want more details on this one, definitely check out the episode I did on it right here. Finally, most expensive of the bunch is the Odyssey 7Q, a 4K recorder with all kinds of goodies built in, including recording DPX sequences. We used this one for Adobe in the Frog project, and I just loved it. Solid reference monitor too. Moving on again to some camera rigging goodies, starting with one of my absolute favorite pieces of gear, the Kessler Quick Release System. Hands down, the best quick release that I have ever used. It's a must when moving from tripod to handheld or any other rig. It's just so good. Next up is the Rhino shoulder rig. Again, I did an episode on that one right here if you want details about it, but it's one of the most versatile rigs of this type that I have used. So many configurations to set up in any way that you would need. Moving into audio, we have the Zoom H6 recorder, which was my suggestion last year and stays my top recorder for this year. On the mic side, I'm still loving my Rode mics. On the lower priced end, you have the NTG2, and on upgrade to that, you have the NTG3. And if you're looking for an on-cam mic for your DSLR, I would go with the video mic. On to some grip gear, we have this super cheap, for what it is, collapsible chroma key pop-out green screen and blue screen for under $200. Not too bad. Up next are C-stands. These things you could just mount anything and everything to. They are must-haves for rigging up flags, bounce, lights, and so on. I can't have enough of these lying around. And finally, a kit of sandbags, something overlooked often, but very much needed for safety. And right here is a pack of 6, which is the same that I have in my kit. But that is it for production stuff. Now a quick break, and we talk post-production goodies. If you dream of becoming a filmmaker, Full Sail University has degree programs to help you achieve that goal, including the on-campus Film Bachelor Degree program. Through the Film's Bachelor Degree program, you learn the filmmaking process from start to finish on a campus that houses technology and resources that you need. In the online digital cinematography bachelor program, you learn what it takes to write, shoot, and edit your own films. Online students receive a technology package that includes a professional-level digital video camera. And Full Sail is also very excited to announce the new Film Production Master's Degree program designed to give you an advanced education in the behind-the-scenes aspects of filmmaking. Full Sail grads have worked on films like Hunger Games, Gravity, and the FilmRiots, because I went there. Full Sail University also offers a variety of campus and online degrees in fields related to the entertainment and media industry. Visit fullsail.edu/FilmRiot to learn more.
Logo.
Now on to post-production goodies. First up, to place under your digital Christmas tree would be a subscription to Adobe CC. When you subscribe, you get access to every piece of software Adobe makes. For me, this is just a godsend. Constant updates and no need to buy new packs every other year is a big cost saver. At a lower cost, we have the new HitFilm 3 Pro, which is the ultimate starter software. I would have given my left leg for this one when I was starting out, but I still use it a bunch for all sorts of stuff. With this one software, you can edit and do all your VFX. Just start and finish right in it, and for only $300, so that's the other upside. On to plugins, which still my favorite plugin that I use in almost every project I do is Red Giant's Magic Bullet Looks. If you are not a colorist, this is the way to go. It makes it super easy to get polished looks for your image. Also from Red Giant, we have Pluralize, which is great software for syncing up your audio and video. For more info on that, we did another episode on that one right here. Moving on again to digital assets, from Video Copilot, we have Motion Pulse, which is a massive collection of sound design. Tons of excellent sounds for motion graphics and just sound design in general. Then we have pretty much everything and anything from Rampant Design. These guys have some of the best assets that I've ever used. So many practical assets like smoke, fire, light leaks, flares, and a ton more. You can download it individually or get bundled hard drives if you have the cash for it, and their stuff goes up to 5K. So there's that. Moving on again to education, there's been a bunch of excellent resources that have come out as of late, like Illumination Tour, which is a digital download out right now. If you weren't able to catch the tour, you can download the recorded version right here. That same company has a downloadable class from Alex Bono and one from Vincent Laforet too. All are filled with a ridiculous amount of great info. But that's it. We have reached the end of my list for this year. Of course, we have stuff on our store as well that you can check out at tryandstore.com to grab some assets like our sound effects, our music packs, and other assets like our new Fire asset pack. But as always, if you have a question or just want to connect, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Ryan_Conley. And I'll see you guys next week when I'm able to hold the stone, because as it turns out, not 100% human.